this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your March astrology. Before I get into that, because it's an emotional and exciting month, let me just say I'm not going to be doing my usual weekly astrology, but I will be doing a fortnightly astrology, and that's because I'm off on an awfully big adventure. I'm off to Sedona and the Joshua Tree and all sorts of mystical and magical places, and I'll be back with lots of adventures to share with you. So forgive me, I haven't got enough time to do everything. I love you. Anyway, back to March. It's an interesting month because there's 2 full moons, so it's going to be pretty emotional. On top of that, we have Jupiter and Mercury going retrograde, so expect some news from the past. Here's your monthly astrology. Scorpio, this month is a game of 2 halves. We have a real energy of creativity, passion, happiness, and joyful energy all around you. And then later on in the month, you're moving into a space where you're like, okay, I've got to sort out my health and my well-being. I've got to kind of fix things and pay attention to the details in my life. However, having said that, I would say the majority of March is a happy one for you, where you're able to implement your creative ideas, you're able to get out there, you're able to feel good about life. You know, that kind of, when you wake up in the morning, you're excited. Even if you've gone through a difficult or intense time, this month you feel more optimistic, you've got a little spring in your step. Love is in the air. There's a feeling of kind of attraction and romance and everything sparking all around you this month. Happy days. And it kicks off with Mercury sextile your ruler Pluto. And there's a delightful conversation in the first week of this month, possibly on the 1st, because Venus is also trine Jupiter. Love gets a real boost, but not just love, your sense of feeling inspired by life. And there could be someone in particular that inspires you or makes you see little pink hearts everywhere. But it sure is exciting. The full moon is a great day to collaborate, get together with a group of people. You know, there may be an idea that you've been working on with people or in a team, or even if it's to do with the internet or doing a website, that's coming to a peak and you're feeling like, yes, great, finally, that's happening. Mercury is trine Jupiter. Mercury is a planet of communication. Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, and Jupiter's in your sign. So in general, this should be one of the best years that you've had for a long time, as long as you stretch, push, adventure, and expand your horizons. But that's a lovely little aspect, Mercury trine Jupiter. Yeah, you might be tempted to say things in an exaggerated fashion, which is not like you, to be honest. But you're feeling the good vibrations everywhere. You're getting a bit mystical and excited about life like the rest of us on the 4th, because the sun is joining forces with Neptune. There's a lovely hazy glow over everything. And also you're super creative on that day, almost like you're channeling from the cosmos what you want to create. And Mercury is also joining forces with Venus. I mean, literally, this month is so good for you when it comes to you feeling much happier and more creative in your soul. What else is going on? Okay, on the 6th, it's all changed. So make the most of all that amazing energy. Because on the 6th, you're like, right, that's it. I've got to get fit. I've got to sort the bills out. I've got to declutter and turn things around. As Mercury and Venus are going into the 6th house, which is all about health and well-being, work, details, and all of that jazz. Now, Jupiter is going retrograde in your sign on the 9th. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's bringing you stuff from your past that maybe needs to be changed, you need to work on, or possibly an opportunity you thought had gone out of your life could come back in. What else do we have here? On the 17th, there is a new moon, and it's in your happiness center, your inspired center. So you may be changing tracks. You may be falling in love with someone new. You may be taking your relationship to the next level. You may be changing or ending one creative project and going on to another. Let's say you're in the middle of a creative project. You might get a fantastic idea for something that's really going to work for you. But you're feeling, you know, the juice of life is flowing through your veins. The sun is also entering that position to do with your health and well-being and focusing on the details. But as you've got all this creative flow, it's probably a good thing, because you can get on and make sure that you're doing things correctly and you're grounded in what you're doing. Okay, Mercury does go retrograde on the 23rd, get everything dealt with, particularly around your work, before then. And, you know, we've got that till the 15th of April. Finally, well, we do have Venus conjunct Uranus, something unexpected happening around our love lives on the 29th. For you, you might meet someone at the gym that impacts you, or you might get together and find a way to make changes in your relationship to be more healthy. The full moon is a very psychic one for you on the 31st. You're tuning in to the messages of the universe, and there may be some spooky experience coming your way, some profound spiritual shift, some really intense message or fated experience. But be careful. There's also, if you're not tuning into your wise side, there may be the temptation to go a little bit crazy, drink too much, party too much, fall in love with someone inappropriate, and all that jazz. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for listening, gorgeous. Just to say, I've got some amazing new stuff on the website. We've got a natal chart and a description, not just the pretty will, but all the stuff about you written down for free on michelleknight.com or horoscope.co.uk. Obviously, I've got my fabulous psychics, all handpicked by me, and tons of free tarot readings, articles, and loads of written astrology, weekly, daily, and yearly. Take care, gorgeous.